YouTube. I guess for me is after work hours. It is 8:20. I'm just getting home from being in long traffic, and I had to go to my man crib, do X, Y, and Z or whatnot. And y'all know I got my smokes prepared, rolled, all that good stuff. I mean, good shit. And I'm loading up my converter. I ain't even signed up this joint, but we not even gonna worry about that. So, pretty much I'm gonna be showing you guys just basically I kind of filmed me doing. I'm gonna walk you through on installing a parking brake on your Mark 4 Jetta, Golf, GTI. Probably just said the same thing. Was it the Passat, or you got the what's that other car? The Beetle. Cool. All right. So if I could find this video, make sure I hit the like button. Make sure I subscribe and all that good stuff too. I ain't gonna keep reminding y'all. I know I ain't been saying that in a minute because it just lately I just been in my I don't give a F mode, but it is what it is. So I already got this muted, and yeah, I guess all right. So I guess my armrest was already like. Dude removed it, never put it in. I got the car from, so just already missing. So we just gonna proceed from where I'm proceeding at. It's like two little covers on the side of like the little ashtray. Well, for me, it's my coin holder because I don't smoke cigarettes and I don't collect ash. Yeah, just pop those two covers off on the side, and then once I get that off, I just gotta remove the whole like the little ashtray thing out. I want to open it, and then what you see is two holes. In those two holes beneath is two torque screws. I believe those are T20. Yeah, it was T20. And back those off. I had the pain in the ass, that stupid ass. You know those Harbor Freight swivel joints, the Harbor Freight swivel, like the extensions. So it was kind of like wobbly going in a hole and getting everything to like line up. So that joint was getting on my nerves definitely and whatnot. So cool. All right, got that situated. I guess what will probably help. I mean, of course, get a straighter extension, or you could use like I got like Torx, like screwdrivers, but they like Torx, and they like got like a little magnetic tip on it or whatever. Ain't that strong, but it's strong enough to like grab something that's like that, like barely weigh anything, like paperweight pretty much or whatever. So yeah, once you take that off, there's two more screws on the left and right side, on the side of like where the shifter at, like the base where like where your leg would be. All you gotta do is just follow it up. You'll see, slide the seat all the way back, and you should be able to see it. Mine was already missing. I honestly I don't know. I'm not gonna make too much comment on it or whatever, because I'm changing out my whole interior regardless. I'm going to black interior. I'm trying to see if I can find a GTI that's in good condition. I take the front, back seats, all of the door panels and everything. Maybe give me a glove box too, this with a black one. Definitely going black, switching out my interior to black. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these seats. I probably just put it in storage somewhere until like further notice, and maybe if I get like another Mark 4, probably go in there. It is what it is. All right, so cool. Took my magnet and pretty much got those out of there. And then once you get those out, you should be able to just lift it straight up. Make sure you got your parking brake up too, so that way you can get it out. You can move it completely out the way, or me, I just probably I lifted it all the way up so that way it sticks up. I probably would have been smart if I just pretty much just remove it, period. That way I got room or whatever. But it is what it is. This was pretty much this was good enough pretty much. So I guess I'm lowering down the parking brake. My issue is my parking, well, we talk about that in a second, but it looked like I'm fiddling. Actually, I'm trying to take off the bracket for the armrest. Is held in by two 13 millimeter bolts, and then one 13 millimeter nut on the side. So you use the same tool setup to get it off. Once you get those out the way, then you'll have access to like the parking brake, like that little bracket thingy that the cables go in on. Pretty much, you know what the hell I'm talking about. So the reason why I'm replacing my parking brake too is because my cables are they shitty. They bad, and just it's pretty much it's kind of it binds. That's all you need to know. Just the cables are relatively cheap. I'll leave like the price and like the description on how much I got it for. I got it from like Parts Geek, and it was a Dorman product too. If you need the part number, let me know. Be sure to leave the part number in the description or whatever. But it was cheap. The cables are the same on both sides. I guess with me, someone had like the parking brake cable the parking brake switch kind of like rigged up, held in by like a scrunchie to keep it pressed down to keep the circuit closed instead of open, whatever, just to keep the light off. Me, it wasn't broken, so I put it back in place. I know I didn't show you guys whatever, but use your imagination. But it pretty much clips under on the driver's side, on the left side. It clips underneath the it's like a metal base or whatever. It clips into it. It's slided one way, so you really can't like mess it up. I'm pretty sure you can do like a cool Google search and you can like figure out how it goes exactly. But for me, it was like kind of like common sense, and like I said, it goes like right under the shifter, and you know it makes contact when you lower the shifter. You know you got it in right. But like I said, it's like it's dummy proof. It goes in one way. Cool. So I was like working on getting that popping. Let me take my puff to whatever. I'm up here running my mouth, and I'm not even like taking my my toast. You feel me? So let me go ahead and do that. Yada yada yada. Shout out to my man too. Like he came through on this too. Like he came through on a product. You feel me? All right. So I got that lifted up. Now you can see my cables already separated from like that little anchor thing. Whatever the little bracket. Let's call it a bracket. Cool. So it's like pretty much separated. I didn't have no parking brake. I was like relying on my first gear, and it would be like annoying sometimes because sometimes I want to run out of the car. I can't run out of the car because car roll whatever. So I gotta like shut the car off, put it in gear, and then go do what I gotta do. Now I got a parking brake. I could do X, Y, and Z all I want or whatever. So I guess I'm still putting it in place. I'm tucking the wire up under the carpet so that way it won't beat in my way when I lower the shifter or whatever. Let me light my light, John. I don't know, lit it and I didn't even puff or whatever. Yes, I'm still placing the carpet back down into place. And so all it needs parking brakes is pretty much simple. It's got like a tube where it fishes through. So it's real simple. You just pull it out, push it in. That's just it. So I guess I just removed like this clip that keeps the parking brake cable like mounted in place by like the caliper. I'll show you in like a little detailed picture so that way you can see what the hell I'm talking about. And next is like this little lock and clip thingy. A lock clip thingy. That's what the hell I'm gonna call it. And there's multiple things, 3 or 4 things that keep like this parking brake up. I got like 2 other hangers that's on the side, but I mean you'll see that's common sense. They just unhook them from off of it. I'm still working. You're gonna need like maybe like some pair of pliers, or like I use like a pry bar to help spread it off because it's like wedged onto like the locks into like these studs or whatever. And you just kind of like those stupid little clip thing they put on those little rotors to keep the rotors on like American cars. It's like something similar to those or whatever. So it'll come out. Just be patient. You can use a pick, flat screwdriver, whatever works for you. Let me take my puff. Yo, the jaw right. Yo, the jaw tastes right. Yo, the jaw everything. Like yeah, there. Hold on. That might got coughing. Hold up. Don't laugh at me, y'all. Shit. Alright, so I got the cable dropped down, and I'm working on getting the cable out of my little clip thingy, little hook thing. It dropped down, and it's like I said, it pulls straight out, so you kind of can see it coming out. I give myself some kind of maneuver like up from under the car. It's cold outside too. I'm trying to like hurry up. So see how all like bent up the cable was? That cable was out of shape. That ain't it wasn't looking good. Other end of the cable is like a little ball setup, little situation drawing that kind of like goes into like a little hole, locks into place. You'll know what the hell I'm talking about in a few minutes or whatever. I'll show you like in a picture or whatever. So how this cable is gonna go back in, like I said, it goes in and out of the tube. Pull it out, pull it in. It automatically lines up in a place. You don't have to go worry about going in the car and like lining it up or whatever. That's it. Just fish it through, and it goes in just like that. The exact way I did it, that's how it goes in. You see my hook hanging right over there. You see that little bracket thing that I was struggling to separate, and is just follow your removal. Your removal is always gonna be, your installation is always gonna be reverse of like your removal, so you're gonna be good. And like I said, it goes fish through the hole. Watch me fish it through the hole, and then it goes to like that little, you know what the hell I'm talking about. It slots. It goes right in there like a little slot joint. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Cool. It's in here. And I'm gonna put the clip, because the clip keeps that cable onto the caliper itself. Without that, you ain't gonna have no parking brake action. So I'm trying to do everything with one hand. I remember like when I first used YouTube, I used to do my videos, and I used to do it with one hand. I don't know how I was doing it. The camera wobbling and everything. Somehow I got it though. So clip goes in that way. Clip goes in one way. Can't really like mess it up. Got an issue, go back to the video, watch it. Cool. Alright, so I'm working on the next part, section of the park brake cable. You see that like that aluminum little clip thing or whatever? Yeah, the one I keep on. I don't have a name for it exactly, but figure it out. That pretty much just locks back in. You can just snap it back into the stud and kind of like maybe bend it the hair or two, and then just keep it in place. But you can reuse it. Cool. Alright, so I didn't look like I didn't skip where I didn't like put the, like, I definitely didn't like skip something definitely got skipped or whatever. But I guess I had to do this voiceover all over again. It is what it is. Who cares? I don't know. I got everything secured at the bottom, so don't even worry about it. Everything is on, just like common sense. But what I'm doing is like I'm loosening up the parking brake cable, like the little adjuster on there. I'm loosening it up all the way back, so that way I can put the parking brake cables on. It got two slits on the side of the bracket or the adjuster joint. All they do is just go into place. You really can't like mess that up. It's kind of like hard to kind of like mess the job like this up. Yeah, so I'm trying to put that one in, so that slots in there. Cool. And the other one, just put that into the slit. If you can't get it in, you might gotta loose the adjuster some more, back it out, so that way it goes on. And once that is on, you're gonna clock it to the right, so that way you can adjust it, like tighten it now. And you want it to where you got tension in the parking brake cable. If you don't have no tension when you first lift up the parking brake cable, then it's not adjusted right. You want it to where when you grab it and lift up slightly, you can feel the tension. If you, like I said, you have no tension, it ain't on right. So I guess I took the little console thing, little trimming thing out the way, all because it was in my way, whatever. So I'm tightening it, and they pretty much gonna like level out too. It ain't like one gonna be like dropped and like pulling one parking. If you got two new cables, you shouldn't have no issue or whatever, unless you got something binding in the cable or whatever. But you see me adjusting like the parking brake, I'm adjusting my tension. Like I want that proper tension. And then two, I want to be able to pull up 8 clicks and then it holds the car. If it don't hold the car in 8 clicks, then it's not good enough for me. Some people got like their own little setting on like how they like it. Some people like their parking brake loose, where they gotta rip it high to catch. Some people like it that way. Me, I like mine's midway. It better be catching. I shouldn't have to lift my parking brake up high as hell. I'm not doing it. No, mine's got to be right. So just keep going back and forth, adjusting it until you get like that right lift. You got that right lift, you cool pretty much. And make sure your cables ain't like loose too after you make your adjustments. If cables is loose after you make your adjustments, something ain't the hell right. Go back and double check everything. Make sure you got everything clipped on, bracketed right on underneath the car or whatever. Go back and check your wheels too. Make sure when the parking brake is set, your wheels don't spin. Cool. And this is just like a picture, a little overview on how I got everything started. See that little aluminum clip thing I was telling you about? And then you got the two, if you look back and forward, where you see like the little hook joints on how it is. So, and that's how it is, pretty much when I did both sides. I only showed you one side, but both sides is the same. And pretty much that's how I look when I'm all done. Everything even, everything Gucci. So I'm Leekautorepair. If you got a Mark 4 Jetta, if you got a Mark 5, you got a Mark 6, you got a Mark 7, this video applies to all of them. They pretty much got like the same setup. The difference, I got the older model, but they pretty much don't change like a lot of like little basic stuff. They don't change like that. They use like Volkswagen, they kind of uses like the same type of technology in the past that they used. It just maybe upgraded a little bit. So this video could apply for like a newer Volkswagen. That's up to you. So I'm Leek Auto Repair. You got any questions, comments, concerns, leave it in the comment section. It is what it is. And I'll be sure to get back to you. You need some auto repair help, advice, yada yada yada. Hit me up in the email, leekautorepair@gmail.com. Cool. You want to donate sign? Send your boy sign, man. $ Leek Auto Repair, one word. It's like my Instagram. Send that down to my Cash App or whatever. You want to be nice. I don't know. I may be helping out people. Be nice. But it is what it is. I don't care. I get, pay regardless. So,